So good morning. My name is David McCauley with Westlake Royal Building Products. I'm here to talk about one specific product, but really quick. Westlake Royal Building Products has been in business for over 50 years. And throughout North America, we've been selling all kinds of exterior applications such as siding, trim and molding, even other products for that matter. But today, we're going to be talking about our product called TruExterior. It is actually a poly ash product, which it's really its own category. It's not PVC, it's not cement. It's actually made from fly ash, which is a byproduct of coal combustion. So instead of that ash ending up in a landfill, it is a minimum of 70% recycled material. So along with the fly ash and also polymers, we actually mold these products into siding and also trim and molding. So this product, basically, biggest thing in this area, it's probably one of our #1 best-selling products in California, due to the fact that it's actually Class A fire rated, all right, also listed on the WUI website for the Wildland Urban Interface. So it does meet the strict flame spread requirements and also the smoke development requirements as well. So along with that, does not absorb moisture. So it's very popular on coastal climates. So these coastal climates dealing with moisture, if your product doesn't cycle moisture, it'll actually hold paint longer and won't have issues. Because it doesn't cycle moisture, unlike other products, it's actually approved for ground contact, roof contact, and also masonry contact. I don't know if you know this, but most products on the ground have to be about 8 inches up. Therefore, you have upspray from water. And when water hits it, sometimes it'll absorb it and you'll have more issues with the paint peeling or bubbling for that matter. So with this, again, ground contact, roof, and masonry contact approved, it's very hard to find a product that can actually do that. Now, because it's fly ash and there's no organic materials in it, surprisingly, you can actually work with these products with regular woodworking tools. You can use a regular carbide blade, you can use a wood router, you could even cut it on site with a jigsaw if you needed to. It's really like working with wood, but you don't have the issues that wood has where it's splitting or cracking or the paint's peeling off. One of the reasons we have this is really, this has been in here for at least 2 years. If this were wood or maybe a cementitious product, more than likely it would be swelling and dissolving. So this really does kind of tell you the little story about how it does not cycle that moisture, all right? With our products, we do offer different trim and molding profiles. We actually have a 1x, a 5/4, 3/4 in different lengths. They all come in 16-foot lengths. So our trim products and siding products, full on 16-foot lengths, not 12, which usually gives you less butt joints in the field, which most people seem to like. We do offer some of our own profiles for siding. These are kind of your premium siding. It's not your typical lap, which we offer that as well. But we have V-Rustic, Cove Dutch, Channel Bevel, Shiplap, and Nickel Gap. Without a doubt, Nickel Gap is a very popular profile in this region. You have actually a wood grain or a smooth grain option. We tend to sell a little bit more of the smooth grain. But in these profiles, you also have anywhere from 4, 8, 10, and up to 10 inches. So we do offer these. Now these are showing what it would look like painted. Our products, the trim and the molding, actually do come just pre-primed, ready for paint. And we do recommend acrylic latex paint when you're painting this on the exterior. So now, here's the really cool thing about this product. Yes, we offer these profiles, and most of the time, it works for someone. It works for an architect or a builder. They're looking for something similar to that. Now, this is the only non-wood product that I know of where if one of these for some reason didn't fit the architectural or the look that you're going for, you can actually take one of our trim blanks. You can take a trim blank in whatever size you wanted and actually run this through a regular wood mill to make a custom siding profile. So there are some particular architects out there where our nickel gap is a little too small and our channel is a little too big, and then maybe they want a 1/4 inch, maybe they want an 11 1/4 inch lap or 11 1/4 inch nickel gap. They can actually use our trim blanks and make that custom siding that they need. One of the things I did not mention is with this product, because of non-cycling, the moisture, even when you cut this or route it or mill it, you do not have to seal the ends of this. So you're really just painting the exterior, and the paint really does just sit on the surface of this and does not absorb it. Therefore, the paint will last longer down the road. All right. We do offer a very thick trim, which is very popular. A lot of times you're not going to find this thick 1.5-inch trim. You can use this for outside corners, belly bands, sometimes even fascia. But this is something that contractors really like. And you don't necessarily need to use our siding and trim. You know, we do have some people that they found a siding that they really liked, but they're trying to find a solution for their trim because it's going to be in a water-prone area. This would be a perfect solution to not have to worry about keeping it away from the masonry or keeping it away from the roof or the ground for that matter. And it's not going to warp or cup, and you know, it's actually very dimensionally stable, so even when you're putting fasteners in the ends, it does not crack. Actually, even if you put a screw in it, it actually doesn't mushroom up. So it does make it easier for the painter at the end of the day to actually finish the material, because they're not really having to fill a bunch of holes and, you know, sand down the mushrooming and all that. So it's a pretty neat product. And this product is distributed in the area by Capital Lumber, our distributor. And Hayward is a very good partner of ours. We've done a lot of projects up and down the coast together. We appreciate that partnership and look forward to doing more business in the future. All the products will come pre-primed. They will variate in different colors a little bit here and there, depending on what profile. On this one, you're looking at a wood grain side. On our trim and some siding, you actually have a smooth grain versus that wood grain. So you can do either one, and obviously you're going to see the shadow lines of that wood grain. All the same product, but again, even though it is the byproduct of coal combustion, it is still considered a green product because it's not ending up in a landfill and it's being repurposed and used. To meet those standards for Class A, you have to be 25 or below on the flame spread. And this product does meet that 25 mark for the flame spread. And then in smoke development, you have to be under 450. So this is actually kind of in the middle of that. It actually has a smoke development of 200. So it well exceeds the smoke development needed to meet that Class A requirement. So, and this, you know, can be installed really just like anything else. You want that 1 hour fire rating. And really what that has to do with is the wall assembly itself. So you need a 1 hour wall assembly, which usually includes type X gypsum on the outside. And then this would typically be installed over top of a weather stripping or a rain screen and that type X gypsum on the outside to meet that 1 hour rating. It doesn't matter what you do with this product, it will always have that 20-year product warranty. Even if you're ripping it, cutting it, milling it into a custom profile, even no matter how you're installing it, because most of our products, they can be installed vertically, horizontally. If you want to have an architect that wants to install it diagonally, all that's fine. It'll still have the 20-year warranty included with it.